think our key to success is going to be that we're patient throughout our lineup. And I think when you add a guy like Kochman also to the back end, Milton Bradley, when we can back those guys, we feel like we have a little bit stronger lineup all the way through. And it's always going to be our ability to get that starting pitcher out before his time and get in their bullpen early, and it's no different with this series.
Now let's talk about your starting pitcher tonight, Doug Pfister. And Baltimore comes to town, and they have had some trouble scoring runs. So what does that mean for Doug tonight?
Well, first, you can't take any team lightly in professional baseball. There's a lot of talent in every ball club. And for us, is staying to the game plan, letting our defense work, not trying to do too much. And I think you look at Pfister's first start in Oakland, where he was trying to strike everybody out or be a little fine. He ran his pitch count up early. Second outing, he went right at him, let our defense work, whether it was the outfield or infield, and that's no different than tonight.
All right, so we're going to hope for, another 8 outings from him?
I hope so.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Jen. Yeah, we too hoping for another 8 shutout innings from Mr. Doug Pfister, but we don't know we'll get that. We do know we'll get Bill Kruger's Northwest Ford Stores keys to the game, Bill.
Got to bounce back. Yeah, rough day yesterday. We're going to get it going today. Let's get right after the keys. We're going to start with use them all. That's Doug Pfister. Everybody thinks of him as a sinker changeup guy, and boy, when he retired 12 in a row through the middle of the innings against Oakland, we started seeing the slider, we started seeing the high fastball, the 12-6 hook. I mean, he showed the whole bag of tricks, and I'm anxious to see them all come out tonight, particularly with those good left-hand hitters that the Orioles possess in the middle of the lineup. Secondly, red light, green light. Everybody remembers that game that he played as a little kid. Well, the Mariners got to do a little bit better on the base pass. No outs, Kochman singles, thinks Burns is going to go home, gets caught in a rundown. Then the 6th, it's a 3-2 must run, but you got to pick the ball up, Ichiro. You can't get doubled off. Right after that, Gutierrez doubles. These little things are going to be big. Last but not least, PPPA. No, it's not a federal bailout program. That's pitches per plate appearance. We're not going to talk about OBP and OPS. We've got 4 guys in the top 35, and the 3 new guys, Bradley and Figgins and Kochman, they're working the count, stressing the pitcher out, getting them out of the game early. That's a big deal.
As a team, 7th overall in the majors with PPPA. That's something we didn't talk about the last couple of years. A welcome change to this year's Mariners.
Yeah, got to be on it. Be looking that up every day in the box. Get past the box score. Let's get to the PPPA.
The PPPA. Mr. Kruger, I'm going to take your word for it. Thank you very much. All right, let's get up to the booth. On that note, with Dave Niehaus and Mr. Mike Blowers, I don't think you guys are talking PPPA. You might be, but I know you're talking about the Orioles. Already 8 games back. They're in trouble. They're in danger of falling way behind in the East.
Let's talk about CSW. Want to talk about CSW? Consecutive series won. The Mariners have won 2 consecutive series, and they go after 3 against Baltimore. Baltimore having a 9-game losing streak snapped yesterday. They won down in Oakland. They try to get something turned around, and every club does turn it around.
Well, eventually they will, but right now they're really struggling. As you mentioned, Brian Roberts out. Miguel Tejada not available. Who knows who their closer is going to be? They have really struggled offensively this year. They have a lot of young guys, but again, they're a club that is not going to beat you with the big home run, and average-wise, they have really struggled. They're last in the American League.
And the last 5 games, at least, the Mariners have done that. They've gotten it turned around.
Well, they have, and it starts with the starting pitching. The last 5 games, you can see the starting pitching really nice. Opponents average is 184, 26 strikeouts, 29 walks for them. So the starters are doing their job. Everybody's been talking about the offense and them getting on track. They certainly have, but it starts with the starting pitching, and they've been really good.
Speaking of starting pitching, Doug Pfister had a career game his last outing against Oakland.
Well, he really did, and you know, they needed it. He went 8 innings in that game. Didn't walk anybody, threw a lot of strikes, was able to command the strike zone early in the ball game, and really did a nice job of jamming the hitters. When he's going right, you're going to see that, a lot of ground balls from Pfister, and I think if he's able to command the strike zone, pitch early and count, strike 1, strike 2, he's going to have a nice night tonight with the Orioles that have struggled.
Brad Bergerson, the big winner for the Orioles last year, he has not quite gotten it started this year.
Well, he hasn't. Typically, you see a pretty good sinker for him and a nice slider, but last year he had an injury. He was hit up with a line drive and hasn't been the same since. So far, his ERA over 11, Dave. He has really struggled in the first couple outings. So if the Mariners can take advantage of that early in the ball game, they should.
What a day we have had today. Maybe a little tinge of summer arriving early. The temperature in the low 70s today. A beautiful night for baseball here tonight at Safeco Field. The Mariners and the Baltimore Orioles getting it on right after this timeout. Set from the hotel across the street from Safeco Field on a lovely night here in Seattle as the Mariners get set to take on the Baltimore Orioles, the final game of the final series, I should say, of their first homestand of the year. They've won the first 2 series against the A's and against the Detroit Tigers as the M's are taking the field, and the Orioles leave here after this 3-game series. They go to Boston, and for the next 12 games in a row after the Mariners, they play nobody but the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. And the way they have struggled, baby, it's going to be tough. Let's look at the lineups, Mike.
And for the O's tonight, leading things off, it'll be Adam Jones, and it's Wigington. He's off to a good start, hitting .290. Markakis, not so much. He will hit third, and it's Reimold Wieters, the switch-hitting catcher, hits fifth. Scott Montanez, Lugo, and the veteran is Turris, the shortstop, will hit ninth. Take a look at Doug Fister, what he's done this year. ERA of just 1.5. See the innings pitched, just 3 walks for him. Opponents average only 200. Take a look at the defense behind him. In the outfield will be Bradley, Gutierrez, and Ichiro. Across the infield is Lopez, Wilson, Biggins, and Kochman. Rob Johnson back in the lineup tonight. He will do the catching.
So there he is, Doug Fister out of Fresno, California, making his first appearance ever against the Baltimore Orioles. And the first man he will face will be the ex-Mariner, former #1 draft choice to the Mariners, Adam Jones, who is not off to the greatest start of his career, but none of the Orioles are, to tell you the truth.
No, they have struggled. You look at their batting average overall, really struggling last in the American League. They're missing some important parts, though. Brian Roberts not being able to go, the all-star second baseman, has certainly hurt them.
Felix P.A. is gone. He's out for 3 months.
Tejada now has an injury. He's not able to play.
So they're playing a little bit out of position, too. They're just kind of trying to find people to plug into different positions. Dave Tremblay under some tremendous pressure in Baltimore now, as we understand it, as Adam Jones steps in, and the first pitch of the night, a fastball at the knees for a strike. 1-1. 67 degrees at game time. Mike Riley is the man calling balls and strikes tonight. And that fastball right down the middle of the plate. And Figgy has an easy play. So 1 away. The Orioles have had 12 straight losing seasons. I guess the Pittsburgh Pirates have had 17 consecutive losing seasons, and it's not fun.
It's not fun, and you have to wonder sometimes when you look at the Orioles, when is it going to turn around for them? Their pitching has struggled. I don't know who their closer is going to be.
Ty Wigginton is the hitter. He's taken Tejada's spot. Tejada's moved from shortstop to third base. Wigginton's filling in for him. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes to count.
Wigginton is off to a good start, hitting .290. He has 4 home runs this year.
Rob Johnson seeing the spin on that ball, making it stop. Looked like it might turn back toward the foul line there.
Well, if Wigginton isn't going to run down the line, you may as well wait.
Too high. 3-1. Nick Markakis is that man. He will be next. Count full, 3-2. Boy, the Red Sox are struggling. Patriots Day today. Tampa Bay knocked them off. Tampa Bay's won 7 in a row. Red Sox have now lost 5 in a row. So down to first base on the hit by pitch.
Saw where the Red Sox sat down Ortiz again. Off to a slow start.
Markakis, a couple of RBIs. Markakis has become a much more patient hitter than he was last year, as he swings and sends a foul down the third baseline and out of play. And certainly than he was in spring training. He didn't have a base on balls in spring training. He's walked 11 times here at the beginning of the year.
I wonder if some of that has to do with the fact that they have struggled, and I think most people would consider him the better hitter in our lineup, pitching around him a little bit.
Popped him up. And Milton Bradley has an easy play out there. So 2 away. The Orioles start up 2-11 is their worst start since that disastrous year of 1988. And I think the whole country was pulling for Baltimore in 1988 when it got so ugly. They lost 21 in a row out of the gate before finally winning a ball game. That's a little high and outside. Cal Ripken Sr. was the skipper of that ball club. He got fired 11 games into it. Then Frank Robinson took over and lost 10 more consecutive. So it wasn't the manager, was it? Nate Reimold, a little outside with that pitch, and the count 3-0. That's Matt Wieters, one of the fine young prospects in the game, on deck to switch hitting catcher. So Wigginton will be going. And that's way outside. The Orioles were so young last year. They had 96 games that were started by rookie pitchers last year. And it's hard to build a foundation with that kind of youth.
Next to impossible. Guys are out there trying to find their way, and they're going to make mistakes. That's what rookies do. 96 of your games started by rookies. That is really tough. And then you have a rookie catcher who's hitting now behind the plate.
This is Matt Wieters taking a strike, 0-1. And a change. That's the pitch that he really had his last outing against Oakland, and he was throwing for strikes at any point in the count.
He could throw it for a strike when he wanted to, or bury it in the dirt.
Breaking ball and lined into right field, and Ichiro comes in and he makes the catch right off his left shoelace. What a catch by Ichiro. As he reaches down, look for a moment like he might have short hopped it. He did not. Look at this. Right there in the webbing of his glove to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the first, no score.
For Don Wakamatsu tonight, leading things off, it'll be Ichiro, and then Biggins, Gutierrez, Jose Lopez will hit cleanup, then Griffey the DH. Milton Bradley had yesterday off. He will hit 6th. Kochman, Johnson, Jack Wilson will hit 9th.
Ichiro, a fly ball down the left field line toward the corner. That's a fair ball. So Ichiro's to second base, and he leads off on the first pitch with a double. Ichiro has a higher batting average against the Baltimore Orioles than any player in Major League history against Baltimore. 365.
Yes, sir. And he's going to add to that now with a double. Take a look at it. Pitch out over the plate, and he just slices it down in the corner. Nice job of staying with that pitch on the outside corner. Easy double.
First pitch. And Sean Figgins now, the hitter. High and away. Ball one ball on the strikes. This young man was having a good rookie year last year. On the 31st of July, Billy Butler hit him on the leg and knocked him out for the rest of the year. And that's down low and inside ball 2-0. So he had a bad leg contusion.
He struggled at the start of this year, ERA over 11. Yeah, that we saw last year. Pretty good sinker slider. Try to keep the ball on the ground.
And a fly ball to shallow center field. Won't get the runner to third. So Adam Jones makes the easy catch.
Let's take a look at the defense behind him. Montanez, Jones, and Markakis are in the outfield. Across the infield is Wington, is Turris, Lugo, and Scott. The young catcher, Matt Wieters, behind the plate. See the numbers for him so far. High ERA, just 7 2/3 innings pitched. Opponent's average, 4.05.
Strike the Royals missing their second baseman, Brian Roberts. A strained abdominal muscle. Missing their closer, Michael Gonzalez. One ball, one strike to count. Man, he's got some great career numbers, too. Against the Orioles, a .489 career batting average in 18 games against them. Two and two.
Take a look at the comparisons. You can see the Orioles really struggling record-wise offensively. 234 runs per game. Pretty close, actually.
Yeah, very close.
Big difference is the ERA.
Outside, 3 and 2. And that's high and outside. And third baseman Jose Lopez will be the hitter. There's Dave Tremblay. Man, it's got a lot of pressure on him right now. His bench coach, Jeff Datz. Rick Kranich is his pitching coach. Fastball, so he's got some zip on it. Ferguson, a California lad.
Best peanuts in the world.
And a double play ball. 6, 4, and 3. And the Mariners are gone here in the first. They get a hit, they leave a man. We go to the second, there is no score. Moving into the second inning of play here at Safeco Field tonight. And Luke Scott playing first base tonight will lead it off, the left-handed batting first baseman. One to count. Play for Figgy. Lou Montanez, the left fielder, just called up. When Felix P.A. went down with his shoulder. The hitter, Montanez, only had 5 plate appearances. He's had 1 hit.
Fister's last outing when he was so good. We saw that from him a lot. 0-2, 1-2. Go with a 4-seam fastball up, try to get the guys to chase it. Nice play by Rob Johnson. Typically you see more 2-seamers from him trying to sink the ball.
Staying alive. Montanez, a kid from Puerto Rico. Well, he's no kid. He's 28 years of age. in the Orioles system a long time. Originally selected by the Cubs in the first round 10 years ago, back in the 2000 player draft. Signed by the Orioles as a minor league free agent 4 years ago. It's been a tough climb for Lou Montanez. And it's going to be the first baseman. Nice play. Casey Kotzman out there in foul territory. 2 down. The second bobblehead night of the season set for Friday, April the 30th. That's when the Mariners square off against the Rangers. First 20,000 fans taking home a mini version of Felix Hernandez, thanks to FSN. For tickets to Felix Hernandez bobblehead night, visit Mariners.com/bobble. Speaking of Felix Hernandez, why not come out on Wednesday night and see the real thing? Going to be a nice matchup Wednesday night. Felix Hernandez going to be facing Kevin Millwood in the final game of this homestand. Another fly ball to left field. And this time in foul territory, it's going to be Jack Wilson. So an easy second inning. 3 up and 3 down. When we come back, Junior, Milton Bradley, and Casey Kotzman. No score. Ballpark. Beautiful, beautiful night as Junior leads it off here in the bottom half of the second inning. And the count goes to 1 ball and no strikes as Ferguson misses badly. And that's right at the knees. Two and 1. Sinker that time. 2 and 2 to count. Tigers are down in Los Angeles to take on the Angels coming off a sweep of Toronto. No score there. Little outside. Ground ball over toward the hole, but Lugo to plug it up. Bergeson's been having problems getting out of jams this season. He says from here on out, I'm not going to think mechanics during the game. He's just going to go out there and try to attack it as hard as I can. Our Geico quote from Brad Bergeson, the Orioles starter tonight.
Sometimes that's a good idea. Start overthinking, overanalyzing the situation, and start hanging some pitches. He looks like he has a pretty good sinker tonight. We'd heard that his fastball had straightened out on him, but tonight it looks pretty good. Nice little run to his fastball.
And easily rolled. Again to Lugo. Toronto beating Kansas City 6-1 tonight. Mentioning that because Brandon Morrow, not only the winner, but had a no-hitter into the 6th inning of that ball game for the Toronto Blue Jays. 8-1, I should say. So congratulations to Brandon.
It's a good bounce back for him. His first outing was a rough one.
Casey Kochman down low. And that's a rocket to second base. And another. That's a line out. That's didn't have to throw it, so it's just a line out to second base. So Lugo involved in all 3 outs here in the second, and there's no score after 2. Safe Gold Field with Mike Blowers. I'm Dave Niehaus, in time now for our AT&T trivia question. Today, Patriots Day in Boston. They had the marathon and they had a Red Sox game. And we want to know what came first, the Red Sox American League debut or the first Boston Marathon. You can text A or B to 95323. A strike is taken by Cesar Izturis, a switch hitting shortstop, 0-1. As we mentioned, Boston got beat again today. We were there a few years back for that game. Again, 11 o'clock in the morning, doesn't it?
I think it was 11 in the morning. Did you like that, 11 o'clock?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did. Strike 3 called right on the inside corner.
I'm talking about the Orioles. The Red Sox are struggling.
Well, they are.
Yeah, John Lackey took it on the chin today for them.
Adam Jones, a ground ball to second in the first inning. Strike at the knees. And another strike at the knees. This time not split down the middle, this time on the outside corner.
Looked like Doug was struggling a little bit in the first inning with his command, but starting to settle in nicely.
Jose Lopez throws him out easily. It's been called one of the most unique giveaways in Mariners history on Saturday, May Day, May the 1st. When the Mariners meet the Rangers, the first 20,000 fans are going to take home an Ichiro design T-shirt. The shirt has been designed, tested, and approved by number 51 himself. For tickets, you can visit mariners.com. Ty Wigginton. On the outside corner. Just missed. Very close.
Yeah, good pitch.
And a sinker, baby. Bottom fell out of that. So here in the third, strikes out 2 of the 3 men to face him. And as we go to the bottom half of the third, Mariners nothing, and the Orioles nothing. Safeco Field, moving into the bottom half of the third inning, and Bill Bergeson delivering to Rob Johnson, low and inside, ball 1 ball and no strikes the count. Too high. Bergeson, 24 years of age. An easy play out there. Time to give you the answer to our trivia question. What happened first? Red Sox debut or the marathon? Fans said 58%, and you are correct. It was the Boston Marathon in 1897. Red Sox debut in 1901. Although I stand to be corrected, but I'm not sure they were the Red Sox in 01. They may have been the Pilgrims or the Doves in 1901, the first year of the American League. But their first year in the American League was 1901. They certainly became the Red Sox. A strike on the outside corner to Jack Wilson. And a ground ball fair by the third baseman. We're continuing to left field. Wilson digging for two. They got a shot to get him. A good throw. Get him. It was not a good throw. Lou Montanez had that on the right field side of second base. And it'll go as a double.
Take a look at it. Gets a breaking ball and hits it down the line. Jack Wilson running hard right out of the box. Thinking double the whole way. A lot of talk about the Mariners being aggressive on the base pass. Sometimes it works out for you, and it certainly does right here.
And Ichiro will be the hitter, swinging at the first pitch and doubling into the left field corner. In the bottom half of the first. Down low. I beg your pardon, the strike, I guess. One. I'm on inside. Watching Bergeson, Mike, reminds me of the kid who used to pitch. Well, I think he pitched with Baltimore. I know he pitched with Atlanta and the Dodgers. But the way he takes his eyes and the way he rocks reminds me of Kevin Brown.
Kevin Brown, yes.
And that's outside.
Kevin Brown pitched for the Rangers also. Kevin Brown threw a heavy sinker too. It was 94 miles an hour. A lot of ground balls for him.
Walks Ichiro. Our U.S. Marine Corps leaders of the game note the Mariners 3.97 pitches per plate appearance, 7th best in the major leagues. And this man gets his share. Sean Figgins.
Ferguson's basically staying with the two-seam fastball. I was wondering when he was going to mix something up, and he finally did to Jack Wilson. He hit it for a double, so now he's going right back, throwing a good sinker up there.
The low. Maybe outside, 2-0.
That is not the ratio you want to see. 20 balls, 17 strikes for 37 total.
And that's outside.
I saw his quote earlier when he gets into trouble. So he's nibbling a little bit on the outside corner and missing.
There he finds the mark. And he misses with that one. Sack's full. And the man you want up there, Franklin Gutierrez. This is Rick Kranitz, the pitching coach. I would imagine that in the first 13 games, he's worn quite a path between the dugout and the mound.
I believe the message was pretty simple. You have a good sinker going, and trust it and throw it out over the plate, see if you can get a ground ball. Mariner showing some patience, making him get that pitch up in the zone.
He's already delivered one big double play ball in the first inning. Lopez is on deck. One and 0.
Well, Franklin's off to a hot start. You can see he's first in hits, first in multi-hit games. Batting average 404. Runners on base 480.
2-0. And a shot into the hole for a base hit. So that's going to pick up one. Ichiro's going to round third and hold. Bases will remain loaded, and it's 1-0 Mariners. Gutierrez comes through again.
No doubt in Franklin's mind, he is going to get a fastball to hit. Zones it up, pitch in the middle of the plate, hits it hard into the hole over on the left side.
And now Lope the chance to do some more damage.
Right now, Bergeson basically a one-pitch pitcher, throwing a lot of two-seam fastballs. Every time he's tried to go to a slider, he's missed badly. Another one, middle of the plate. That was a good pitch for Lopez to handle.
Sure was. He got away with a good pitch there. Sinker and a ground ball to third. Bobbled there, and they're going to lose a double play. They're not even going to get one. As Ty Wigginton bobbled the ball, a run comes in to score. Should have been out of the inning.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. That's perfect double play ball. Bergeson, a pitcher that is struggling. Now his defense lets him down. Take a look at it. Hits the cut of the grass, and Wigginton just can't handle it, so the Mariners end up getting another run. Base is still loaded and only one out.
So 2-0. And Junior now the hitter. Junior hit a ground ball to second. Last inning. And a ground ball into the hole on the right side for a base hit. One's going to score. The throw to the plate. Two's going to score. As Figgins scores. And Gutierrez scores. And it's 4-0 Mariners as Junior picks up his second and third RBIs. And he wasn't waiting on anything.
Well, Junior watching from the dugout, seeing exactly what's going on. Take a look at it. A little bit of a shift on, but it's another two-seam fastball. Runs out over the plate. Junior hooks it over into the hole. Franklin Gutierrez speed over at second base, scores. Markakis has a good arm in right field, but Gutierrez is able to score easily on the play.
And Milton Bradley trying to join the party now. The strike. Jason Birkin throwing down in the pen. Now for Baltimore here in the third. And a fly ball hit deep to left field. That baby's going to go to the fence. It's going to score two more. Lopez scores here. Junior round third. The relay to the plate may not score two more. Junior is out at the plate. They get one more in Lopez, and Junior has come down at the plate. The Mariners lead at 5-0, and at that, Junior gets a round of applause.
Ball hit hard the other way. Milton Bradley gets a two-seamer out over the plate. Does a nice job going with it. Drives it over the head of the left fielder. Montanez, but does a good job once it gets out here. Montanez gets it in right away to his cutoff man. Take a look at it. It's a perfect relay to home to nail Junior.
So 5-0. And here's Casey Kotzman now. Way inside, ball one. One ball and no strikes. 7-6-2 the put out. Montanez to Asturias to Wieters on Junior. One. But a huge error in the inning on Wigginton.
That's the way it works, right? When your club is struggling, you make a mistake, cost you.
And that ball is belted deep to right field. Casey's hit his third, fly away, and the Mariners have a 7-0 lead. Casey Kotzman, when he hits him, little doubt about it, he hit one yesterday just about exactly in the same spot. So Casey Kotzman now has 11 RBIs and 3 home runs. And the Mariners have already chased Brad Bergeson.
He just gets a little breaking ball and it goes right in the middle of the plate, and he does not miss it. He likes that pitch. Middle of the plate, about knee high. Drives it deep into the seats out in right field.
So a change is made as Bergeson is shelled. He will leave. And while the change is made, we'll take this timeout. In the third inning, as the Mariners have batted around, Rob Johnson started the inning with a routine fly ball to center field. But a lot has happened since Johnson led off the inning. The Mariners have 7. And Bergen is there on the outside corner with a strike on 1, making his 4th appearance of the year. 2.08 ERA. He's done a good job. 2 strikes. And 3 strikes. So he comes in and gets the job done on 3 pitches, but the Mariners roll a big 7 spot here in the third. And as we go to the 4th, they lead it 7-0.
Stuff working here at Safeco Field. You've got Doug Fister working on 11 consecutive scoreless innings, and the offense goes crazy this last inning. 7 runs, the biggest inning so far for the Mariners.
Yeah, and Bergeson, you could see he was struggling coming into the game. It looked like he was starting to find it a little bit, but he just couldn't seem to get a slider over. The Mariners jumped all over his two-seam fastball until Kochman finally hits the slider out of here. But a nice offensive output for the Mariners, and right now it looks like Fister on the opposite end of it is getting better.
Boy, that error by Wigginton really helped. Big development there. Kept that inning going.
Well, and those things that happen is, one, give the Mariners credit for taking advantage of it. But the second thing is, when you're struggling as a club like Baltimore has, you can't afford to make those kinds of mistakes. And it looked like he had a double play ball to get out of the inning, and it turned into a lot of runs for the Mariners.
Talked to the Baltimore people, they said with so many injuries, there's guys playing out of place. Every night somebody has had a ball that's come to them, they've kicked them, and it's been costly. And tonight, thus far, Wiggins, as Markakis fouls one off.
And that's tough. You know, Bergeson, you're trying to build some confidence in the young man and get him going after the injury that he had last year. And you make a mistake, and boy, oh boy, Mariners jumped all over it.
Converses. You've got Kochman, Figgins. Vacuum cleaners on the right side. Bradley retreats. Bradley's there, makes the catch. Markakis hit it hard. Nothing to show for it. 1 down. The Mariners send 10 men to the plate. 3rd inning, gets 7 runs on 5 hits. 1 error, and they left 1. Here's Nolan Reimold. Reimold's got an Achilles heel issue, a tendon problem last year. So right now, they want him DHing so he doesn't have to run around the outfield. They like what Montanez brings to him, the kid they brought up from Norfolk on Sunday. Fister doing a good job getting ahead of people. Doug's first outing, said he rushed things a little bit, wasn't real sharp at all. Second time out last week here at home, totally different pitcher, and he's picked up where he's left off. Jack Wilson goes out right. 2 outs. 4th inning here at Safeco. Best seats for the biggest matchups of the summer. They're available with a Mariners 6-game flex pack. Pick up a Mariners 6-game flex pack today. Catch games with the Red Sox, Yankees, Cubs, and more. Visit mariners.com/flex for details, or call 206-346-4001 during regular business hours. Talking about the Red Sox, Tampa Bay handed it to the Red Sox all weekend. Pounded them again today. Today's the final 8-2. There's Matt Wieters. Trail made a shoestring catch on the first time.
What do you think it was like for John Lackey walking off the mound today?
I saw that line. 9 hits, 8 runs, all earned.
After the weekend that they had. That was a rough one, I'm sure.
So one highlight looked like Cameron misplayed a ball in center field. I know yesterday I saw Upton and Carlos Pena hit straightaway center field home runs. 1-2 strikes to Wieters. Heralded young catcher, switch hitter. Cover of Sports Illustrated last month.
Good pitch.
3-2.
Let's see. Wieters, tall, wants to get his arms extended, and Doug's trying to throw that fastball in off the plate and run it back on the inside corner to jam him up.
Here's Jack Wilson. Quickly gets rid of it. As Casey Kaplan said, it's almost like he barely has the ball in his hand. It's there for him so quickly. Fister does his job. His team puts up a 7 spot. He hangs up a 0. It's going to be one heck of a tough team. B.J. Upton regains the form of a couple of years ago.
Off to a good start. 4 home runs for him so far.
Jack Wilson, first pitch swinging, pops it up. Giving chase is Scott. First baseman can't get it. Tampa Bay, they've already pounded on these Orioles. They beat them 5 out of 6 times in the first 2 meetings, and then they go to Tampa Bay in Boston, takes 4. And Tampa Bay, half-game lead over the Yankees, who are, I believe, idle tonight.
I was just told by Curtis that the Red Sox were 0 for 30 with men in scoring position in that series.
Oh, man. Get Granny's rheumatism medicine out.
That is brutal.
That tops the 1 for 40 that the
Orioles
had coming in.
Yeah.
Over. Woo. Jason Birkin taking over for Brad Bergeson, who had a brief outing. Here at Safeco. 1-2 to Jack Wilson. Look out, Mike Brumley. So Wilson got things started in the big 3rd inning. 1 out, a double down the left field line, and very aggressively rounding the bag, and a wide throw saved his bacon.
Hey, we've been talking about the guys being aggressive. Sometimes it works out for you. That was one of them.
Yeah. Casey Gassman got caught a couple times the last 2 days. Walk wasn't real thrilled about that, and looked like Jack was meat at second base, but the throw was wide. And from there, the Mariners get 6 more hits, 5 runs. Send 10 men to the plate in the 3rd inning. Two and two. Center field backing up Adam Jones, tracking all the way, and he's got it. Top of the order now, Nichiro. It's an Oriole ball club that this used to be one of the primo franchises in all of baseball, one of the primo franchises in sports. They've now had 12 consecutive losing seasons. I mean, this was a team you knew was going to be in the hunt all the time.
They have some younger players now, but you're right, and they've always been willing to spend the money and bring the players in. They just haven't been able to put it together. You even look at this club. We were talking about it earlier, Dave. When you have Brian Roberts and Tejada and guys like that you can't get on the field, right, that's going to hurt.
Gil Tejada's got a hip. He's told me he hopes to play Wednesday, but that's not a guarantee. PA has got a ruptured lat muscle. He's done indefinitely. Roberts has an abdominal strain, DL. He checked down the third base umpire Chad Fairchild and said he did go 0-2. Yeah, this is a struggle. I mean, last year they go 64-98, last place in the AL East, 39 games behind the Yankees.
Well, that's the other thing, too. The Yankees aren't going anywhere. They're going to remain in the East, so you have a rough start.
And the team we were just talking about, Tampa Bay?
Yes.
I figure Boston at some point will get it back together after what is now. I'm sure you think it was high anxiety here last week. Ichiro flips one into left field, but right there is Montanez. Second out. How deep do you think the angst is in New England right now?
Oh, I'm sure it's not fun. Well, those guys, Ortiz going through his problems again.
Longest losing streak at Fenway since 1994. 6 in a row they've lost at Fenway. Lost 12 in 1994. Fagan swings and a miss. Going against Jason Birkin, who was 6-12 last year for the Orioles. Started 24 games. ERA of 6.54. Biggins 0 for 1, a walk. That walk his 11th of the season already. It's game number 14. One, two. Track him out. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Mariners are gone, but they enjoy a big lead. Lucky 7, the number to play tonight. 7-0 through 4.
Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. The Tracer system uses 3 cameras to track every pitch. Graphical enhancements have been added to the EQC Tracer this season to give you more information and insight into the game.
Good pitching, great hitting tonight for the Mariners. First of 3 with the Orioles. Back into this homestand, which has been a good one. 4-2 record for the Mariners, taking 2 out of 3 from Oakland and Detroit. Beautiful right here in Seattle. Luke Scott to lead it off for the Orioles. Scott, Montanez, and Lugo, 6, 7, and 8. Doug Fister, 12 consecutive scoreless innings pitched. Figgy for the out. 1 out. Boy, that's really good athleticism at second base.
And it's one of the few balls that have been hit hard off of Fister so far. Hooks back into Figgins. Makes a nice catch.
Couple of good quick steps there. Fister working at a good pace. Montanez fouled out to Kochman his first time. Called up Sunday from Norfolk, Virginia. 319 during the spring for the young man. Doug Fister plays college ball at Fresno State. He is back 3-1. On deck, Julio Lugo. 3-2. That one got a piece of. Well, you got Mike Rowley, the home plate umpire. Three-two pitch. He did go. He got him on a foul ball into Rob Johnson's glove. A strikeout victim. 3rd strikeout tonight. Mike Riley with a vehement call.
We'll take a look at it. It's a pitch running inside. It's clearly a ball in off the plate. Nice job by Rob Johnson to catch it. Looks like it just gets a piece of the handle.
Julio Lugo on the red side. Mariners last year 5-4 against these Orioles, 3-3 here in Seattle, 2-1 in Surf City. Beautiful pitch. Great command, great confidence. Doug Fister. Doesn't throw hard, but boy, he's hitting spots.
You know what, though, with his frame, as tall as he is, throwing downhill the way he's throwing it, I think his fastball, I guarantee, gets on the hitters a lot quicker than that 89 miles an hour that you're seeing.
The 1-2. Riles flinched on that one.
His ability to mix in his changeup. We saw a 75-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Definitely make his fastball look better. Topping out at 90 miles an hour.
2 base runners tonight. Hit batter Wigginton in the first and a walk to Reimel. $11 in a row retired, going for 13th consecutive scoreless innings.
Well, a little gamesmanship, I think, by the veteran Lugo, wandering around trying to slow Doug down. He's in quite a groove. He gets in a rhythm. Lugo taking his time.
Don't blame him. Two pitch. It's charged by Lopez. Got him. 13 consecutive scoreless innings for Doug Fister. No hits through 5. Fifth inning action for the Mariners as Gutierrez to lead it off. Goody, Lopez, and Griffey. A walk and an RBI single for Gutierrez, who's all over the offensive stat leaders in the American League. Second entering tonight batting average. Leads along with Scott Pisednik with 21 hits. Runners in scoring position batting average. He was hitting .571 and he helped himself with that base hit back in the third. .417 against right-handed pitching. I mean, he's having a start. .406 at night. 7 multi-hit games tied with Derek Jeter.
Oh, and by the way, he's done an okay job out there in center field.
That's becoming one of the great givens in life, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody used to hold up a sign in Philly. 4/5 of the world is covered by water. The other fifth by Gary Maddox. Just changed the name. Jason Birkin came on in the third. Brad Ferguson got pounded. Ferguson did nothing to help his 11.74 ERA, giving up 4 earned runs and 2 2/3. Breaking ball gapped. And Goody. And he gets by Adam Jones. He'll hold at second. Single E8.
That's a solid base hit by Gutierrez. Nice job keeping his weight back. The pitch is up and in. Drives it out in the left center field. Jones runs over to try to cut it off. The ball checks up on him and overruns it. That's where he was able to get his error.
Second error this season on Adam. Gold Glover last year. I know many of you at home saying, yeah, at the expense of Franklin Gutierrez. Lopez the hitter. Lopez, fielder's choice RBI in the third. Ground into a double play in the first. All 7 Mariner runs coming in the third inning. Ferguson's ERA up to 12.19. Sounds like a sales price. Just to the right of our booth. Incoming, Robbie. Incoming. Gutierrez at second. Base hit and an error on the center fielder. Lopez 1 and 2. Birkin, second pitcher from Baltimore, 26 years old, out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, now lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Clemson University. I'm sure he grew up a Packer up in Green Bay. Two and two. Doug Fister's allowed 2 base runners, 1 on a hit batter, 1 on a walk. That's it. Orioles started the season 1 and 2, then they lost 9 consecutive ball games. Broke that yesterday with an 8-3 win at Oakland. Dave Tremblay, the manager, says, hey, we all have jobs. There's 15 million people out of work. It's not that bad. Figure it out. Down at first and he went, says Eric Cooper. Lopez doesn't believe it. He's a strikeout victim. 1 out.
So he gets a changeup down and in. Can't hold up his swing.
Third strikeout. Jason Birkin. Singled in 2 runs last time up, 1 for 2, 1 for 4 last night. Moody's at second.
Watching the Orioles pitch to Junior. They keep trying to throw fastballs inside to him. Base hit, ran back out over the plate, and he hit it into right field. Change up.
Junior's hit yesterday went to right field. 2 for 4 a couple of nights ago on Friday night against Detroit, and they were both to right field. Check the swing, 3-0. Elton Bradley's on deck. There's Dave Tremblay. Suffering through a tough start. Strike 3-1. Tremblay worked his way up through the minor leagues. Three-1 to Junior.
This ball up out over the plate. Looked like Junior tried to get a little extra.
First time Birkin's facing Junior. 3-2 pitch. Popped up, playable for Wigginton. 2 down. Friday, May 7th, Mariners are going to host the Angels. First 30,000 fans take home at Ken Griffey Jr. The 95 slide bobblehead. It's courtesy of UW Medicine and FSN. This bobblehead celebrates the ALDS Game 5 game-winning moment. Sent the Mariners to their first American League Championship Series. Tickets, visit mariners.com/bobble.
That might be the coolest looking bobblehead I've seen yet.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And you're just blocked out of that picture, too.
You can see Bob Wolcott jumping in the air coming out of the dugout.
Milton with an RBI double back in the third. 1 for 2. Sore leg yesterday. Knee kept him out of the game. Two outs here in the Mariner fifth. Doug Fister throwing a beauty. 13 scoreless innings. Dating back to his last start against the Oakland Athletics. 1-1 to Bradley. We're looking for you, Mike. You're right. Looks like you're right at Walcott's elbow. 2-1 to Bradley. So we stand by for a heck of a cut if Milton can get his own pitch here.
He's going to turn it loose. 3-1, probably get a fastball.
It's in high, not too far. Straight away, left field for Montanez. That's it for the Mariners. 5 in the books. 7-0 Mariners after a big third inning, and Doug Fister in control of Baltimore. MoneyTreeInc.com and take out a loan without leaving your house. That's MoneyTreeInc.com. And by Wendy, you know when it's real. To the 6th we go. These are his tourists. Adam Jones, Ty Wigginton, 9-1-2. Baltimore swing. Yes. Two base runners. They were in the first, a hit batter and a walk. Since then, Pfister retired 12 in a row. He's got 13 consecutive scoreless innings going. Bouncing ball, Figgy covering.
Wow.
Yes, sirree. What a play. Keeps that no-no going. Signature play there by Sean Figgins. Great effort.
I can't tell you how difficult this is. It's a terrific play by Figgins as he goes over to the home. But for Doug Pfister to pick this ball, Figgins gets rid of it as quickly as he can. Find the base, pick it cleanly, keep your foot on it. For a pitcher having to cover, that is a nice play.
Got a star next to that, baby.
Wow.
One down here in the 6th. 13 in a row retired. Here's Adam Jones, 0 for 2. A couple of ground outs. There's a little pop to Kochman. Broke that bat.
Threw a saw blade up there.
Sure did.
Wow.
Man, oh man. Hello, Bob. Bill, I need a new order. Traveling this season, take the Mariners with you. Subscribe to MLB.com TV today. See every Mariners game live or on demand on your computer. Visit Mariners.com to order and get more details. MLB.com, baseball everywhere. Ty Wigginton with 2 outs. Bouncing ball. Couple of hops. Jack Wilson. Quick inning. Doug Pfister threw 6. A 7-pitch, 6-inning. 14 scoreless innings and a no-no effort here this evening. The Mariners' third. Jack Wilson got it going with the double. Gutierrez, Griffey, all these guys coming up with RBIs. Bradley, and then Kochman with his second home run in as many days, a 2-run shot. A 7-run inning for the Mariners. 7 runs on 5 hits. There was 1 error. They left the man on. Kochman, third home run as a Mariner. Kochman, Johnson, Wilson, 7, 8, 9 here in the home sixth. Birkin came on in the third inning. Brad Ferguson started for Baltimore. Had nothing. 2 2/3, 6 hits, 7 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, 54 pitches, 27 for strikes. That's what Birkin has done to this point.
Talking about Milton Bradley turning it loose on the 3-1 pitch. I think Casey Kochman will too. He's feeling pretty good. Homers in the last couple days.
Hit it hard. Nice backhand down at first base by Luke Scott. To Birkin for the out. Luke, an outfielder by trade. Another one of those guys we talked about with the injuries. They've had to move so many people around. 1 out in the sixth. Rob Johnson 0 for 2 tonight. Bob having a tough go with the stick here. 3 for 19 on the season. Robson doing a heck of a job calling these games when he's behind the dish. Tell you what, he earned a lot of respect after taking that 97-mile-an-hour fastball on the right toe. Felix's game the other day. This is only game number 14. I mean, that's the kind of pitch you take one of those babies and say, we'll see about June.
I know, that's what I would tell you.
Taking a little bit of time off here.
You're talking about a guy that's gone through a couple of hip surgeries.
Man, that just hurts thinking about that. Felix at 97-mile-an-hour fastball off your big toe. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
See if Rob can get a fastball to handle right here. Guys up and down the lineup are starting to swing the bats much, much better and getting their hits. Need to get Rob going. Good fastball count.
This is one to the shortstop is Turris. 2 outs. Time for the Mariners calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA. 2 more with Baltimore. Travel day to the great city of Chicago and then Kansas City. Then Texas comes to town. A nice little homestand. That homestand includes Texas, Tampa Bay, and the Angels. Boy, 3 tough customers. Ball 1. About Brandon Morrow. He had a no-hitter into the 6th that was broken up by Yuniesky Betancourt. One and 1 since coming on. Birkin.
He's pitched well for the Orioles.
He has allowed just 1 hit. Gutierrez leadoff single in the 5th. Struck out 3. There is a base hit. Jack Wilson will have 2 doubles tonight. 2 for 3 night for Jack Wilson. 2 outs, 6th inning for Ichiro.
And the first double hit down the left field line. This one he slices down the right field line. Just keeping it fair. Pitch away from him. Nice job of hitting, going with that pitch. Take a look, see how close it is to the line. And about a foot to work with.
An RBI opportunity here for Ichiro. There's 1 for 2, a double and a run scored. 8th hit for the Mariners. Both of these teams started the day really struggling for runs. The Mariners at 45 runs through the first 13 games, 3.46 runs. Orioles 42 runs in 13 games, 3.23.
But that one took a bite out of Wieters. Mike Riley, veteran umpire, giving him a little bit of time.
Cam Michelio, former Mariner. Former Mariner farmhand warming up. One over in the Bedard trade. 1-1. Two out base runners, Jack Wilson. Tells a story right there, just inside on Ichiro, 2-2. Doug Fister in command here tonight. 2-2 to Ichiro. Line drive, base hit. Wilson coming around. Mike Brumley puts up a big stop sign. And the Mariners have first and third, 2 outs here in the 6th. Second hit tonight for Ichiro. It's Wednesday. Mariners and Orioles close out the first homestand of the season. First 20,000 fans receive a calendar featuring Ichiro, Jr., Felix, and some of your other favorite 2010 Mariners, thanks to Verizon Wireless. Tickets, visit mariners.com. Chance here for Figgy to pick up some runs. Got a good homestand for the Mariners with 2 out runs batted in. Biggins 0 for 2 with a walk.
See Biggins' average overall is not where he wants it to be, but he has really been productive on this homestand. Been on base a lot. Figure at some point he's going to get hot and get his average up to where he wants, but the big thing is his on base percentage, scoring some runs. That's right.
Top 10 in walks. Behind here.
I didn't like that. He thought a pitch was up. According to the tracer, it was.
.364 on base percentage entering tonight's game. This guy to short left field. Martinez is there. That'll do it. To the 7th we go. Heck of a story developing here at Safeco Field. Baseball on FSN is brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Find a local Safeco agent at safeco.com. And by BECU. It's more than just money. Pleasant night, the roof. Well, it wasn't pleasant night. The rain came in and put the roof on. That's why it's pleasant in here now at Safeco Field. Covering 14,528. Doug Fister retired 15 consecutive hitters. 14 scoreless innings. Into the 7th with a no-hitter. Nick Markakis, Nolan Reimold, and Matt Wieters. Two base runners, first inning. Hit Wigington and walked Reimold. That's it. Mike Riley calling balls and strikes. Box with a 5-hole, and there goes the no-no. A 2-1 pitch, hard hit, base hit by Nick Markakis.
A standing ovation from the crowd here. They knew what was going on.
Sure did. Fister in a real groove. 2-1 pitch, base hit back through the box. Nick Markakis, another look.
Trying to go inside with a fastball, runs back out over the plate. One of the few pitches that he's missed his mark with.
Right through the old 5-hole. Watch this. One to Reimold. Another one through the box. Wilson. Touch throw. What a double play. Jack Wilson, a great soccer player in his youth. That athleticism showing big time on that play. That's our Jack in the Box outside the box play.
Fister gets a piece of it. You can see Jack come and watch him kick the bag with his toe. Get rid of it quickly. Nice play.
So Markakis is retired 1-6. And then a 6-3 double play. It's a nice play. Best athletes more often than not are at shortstop, and here's as good a reason as you could ever illustrate. He doesn't have any kind of flexibility. That play's not going to get made. First double play turn tonight.
He starts to give up a little bit of ground. As soon as this ball is deflected, he cuts back across.
Nice little dance.
Yeah, quick feet of a soccer player.
Set that to music at some point. 3-1.
Bit of a news flash, isn't it? 3-ball count with Fister on the mound.
It's rare. 1-2. Quick look, I see 2. I don't think there's a heck of a lot more than that. Line drive, base hit. Off the bat of Matt Wieters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 3-ball counts I have. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. 2 out, 1 on. Luke Scott. Scott lined out to Figgins last time up. Calling a strike. That double play here in this inning and the Figgins defensive gem in the 6th are the better plays you want to see. Back with a strike, 1 and 2.
Don't forget about Ichiro's catch.
And Ichiro's, yeah, exactly right. Shoestring catch off the bat of Wieters.
Nice job with his first pitch strikes. 17 out of the 24 batters he's faced.
Came inside, just missed. 2. Brain Trust happy tonight, hitting, pitching wise. Good stuff. And like fans all around the Pacific Northwest, those 3 guys, Don Wakamatsu, Ty Van Berkeley, and Rick Adair, right to left, anxiously await the return of Cliff Lee, hopefully around May 1 or 2. Love to have this team 3-4 games over 500. Man. And a high pitch and cranks it past Ichiro. Wieters headed to third. Ichiro digs it out. Wieters coming around. No throw. And there goes the scoreless string of Doug Fister. It ends after 14 2/3 innings. Third hit this inning by Baltimore. Luke Scott, RBI double.
Looks like he gets a high fastball out over the plate. Hits it hard into the gap. Ichiro tried to cut it off, wasn't able to get there, so it'll go all the way to the fence. Rick Adair took a trip out to the mound. A lot going on in this inning with Doug Fister. As you mentioned, had the no-hitter, lost it, given up a few hits. Now just try to get him back on track to where he was at. I think that's probably about the time you start thinking about it, isn't it? 6 innings through.
Sure.
Brandon Lee will start throwing out in the pen.
14 2/3 scoreless for Fister.
Doug has 94 pitches in the game so far.
That'll work here in the 7th.
Ground ball out right here.
Montez right to Figgins. Good call. Inning over. Orioles strike for a run on 1, 2, 3 hits. They break up the no-hitter. They break up the scoreless streak of Doug Fister. The important news, 7-1 Mariners. For speeders right now. Speeding can be deadly. Remember to slow down or pay up. Mariners 7-1. Doug Fister took a no-hitter into the 7th inning. Right now we take a look at the Quest High Speed pitch brought to you by Quest High Speed Internet. Ferguson, who didn't last very long, 2 2/3, stopped out at 92, and Fister at 90. Fister, good performance here by Doug as we look at Cam Miccoleo, former Mariner farmhand. Doug Pfister's found a nice little groove here.
He has, and he's taken advantage of his infield and his defense. Done a nice job with that. He's not a big strikeout guy, but he follows up 8 shutout innings, 7 so far tonight, just giving up the 1 run. Guess he flirted a little bit with a no-hitter.
Sure enough, take it into the 7th. Michael Leo to face Gutierrez, Lopez, and Griffey. Here's a guy, crossfire, huh? Step one way and the ball's coming the other.
Tall.
Decent job by Jason Birkin in relief for Baltimore. 3 1/3, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts. A really good night. Single in the 5th, RBI single in the 3rd, and a walk. 2 for 2, runs scored and an RBI. And 1. Michael Leo, 6'10", 240, way outside. He's out of Wolf Point, Montana. Lives in Bozeman. Wants the first man he faces. Little Patsy Cline in the background. Walking after midnight. Here's Jose Lopez. Here's the Amica hit zone for Jose Lopez. For each hit Mariners get through the end of the season, Amica Insurance donates $10 to the Boys and Girls Club of Bellevue. Thank you to Amica.
Well, there you go. Lopez. Anything in the middle of the plate, up, down, doesn't matter. It's going to hit it hard somewhere.
On cue, 1st and 2nd. There's a chance for Ken Griffey Jr. He's got a 6'9" guy coming down at you, throwing across his body, coming right to you. Griffey. Good night tonight. 2-run single, 1 for 3.
That's a couple of RBIs. May as well make it a big night.
Looking for home run number 1 here in the 2010 season. 630 for his career. On 1 to Junior. Hit it high, but not far enough. Coming in is Markakis. First and 2nd, 1 out for Milton Bradley. RBI double, 1 for 3. Both of Milton's home runs have come as a left-handed hitter.
A nice night. Men in scoring position, 5 for 13.
Did not go, says Chad Fairchild. contact with a strike 1 and 2. Good stories tonight here for the Mariners. A 7-run third inning. Doug Fister takes a no-hitter into the 7th inning. Ran his scoreless streak to 14 2/3 innings, way inside.
Brandon Lee continues to throw out the Mariner pen. Doug at 95 pitches. Might be done.
Fister no for 6 2/3.
There's Brandon.
Casey Kotchman swinging a good bat lately. 2-run homer back in the 3rd. Pitch. And Bradley's gone. 2 outs. See if Kotchman can pick up these runners who are on the base paths right now. You got Gutierrez at 2nd and Lopez at 1st. Kotchman lined out to 2nd, homer deep to right, and grounded out to 1st.
Good changeup. 86 miles an hour. His fastball's topped out at 95.
That was power on power. Nick Leo with Baltimore last year in 11 games, 0-2 at 2.63 ERA. First taste of the bigs was 0-8. 9 games, 0-1, a 5.87 ERA. Jones, Tillman, and Sherrill and Butler in exchange for Bedard. And again, Don Wakamatsu talking about the progress of Eric Bedard. Hopefully, Mariners could have him in the rotation by mid-May, mid to late May, they're saying. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Casey Kotchman. Orioles pounded here by the Mariners. 2-2. Popped up. Wigginton takes a look. It'll get out of play. Mariners sent 10 men to the plate in the 3rd inning. RBIs by Gutierrez, Lopez, 2 for Griffey, Bradley, and 2 for Kotchman on a 2-run homer. Doug Fister took a no-hitter, 6 2/3. Gave up an RBI double to Luke Scott. No was broken up by Matt Wieters. Full count to Kotchman. Markakis, by my mistake, Markakis broke it up. Base hit, leadoff base hit.
He had a fastball up and out over the plate. Had a good swing. Take a look. A couple of change-ups, the rest fastballs, low to mid-90s.
(3-2). Do it again. Well struck. A lot of people run here. Gutierrez scores. Lopez to 3rd. Kotchman with a double. Another RBI. It's 8-1 Mariners. A 3 RBI night for Casey Kotchman. They had 2 runs batted in last night. He's on fire. He's hit everything hard, too, Mike.
Hey, he's not missing fastballs in the middle of the plate down, and that's where that pitch is, similar to the pitch that he hit out earlier in the game. See all those pitches that were in the middle of the plate. They were up in the zone, though. That ball that's about knee high in the middle of the plate. He is hammering right now.
Rob Johnson. He and Figgins, the only ones without hits tonight. 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Rob. 6th hitter for the Mariners here in the 7th inning. And Rob's gone. He knew it. So Michelio, his 2nd strikeout. Casey Kochman strikes again. A 3 RBI night for the Mariner first baseman. 8-1 Mariners. Safeco Field, we take a look at our steel cut above the rest. Doug Fister. What a night. Good defense tonight, some sparkling plays. Ichiro got it going in the first inning. Shoestring catch to end the inning. How about Kochman right here? He's been doing a great job. Looked like Figgy had this one all the way, and then Kochman, he reaches up a big strikeout of his tourist. That was in the 3rd, Nan Wigginton. That ended the 3rd inning. To the 4th inning. Jack Wilson, heck of a play here. Good, strong throw. How about Figgy? Flying drive. That off the bat is tourist. And then Figgy and Fister hook up. That kept the no-hitter going. And here's the one that broke up the no-no. A 2-1 pitch to Markakis. Back through the 5-hole of Fister. And a no-hitter was done after 6 innings. Brendan League, the new pitcher. And again, going without the glasses. He said they were slipping down on him too much. So goes with the contacts. Here's the work by Mr. Fister. Great work.
It was really good tonight. You can take a look at it. Just the one walk. Again, 95 pitches. Commanded the strike zone. A lot of first pitch strikes tonight.
Oh, you got to love that, right? The fist with the K. Nicely done.
I think the other thing, too, looking at the highlights right there, making the other team put the ball in play. A lot of ground ball outs for him. Did a nice job tonight.
Brendan League, team number 6, picked up a couple of wins. Good ERA. Hasn't got that strikeout thing going just yet. Opponent still swinging a bat. 321. We get Eric Burns taking over for Gutierrez in center field. Goody, outstanding night. 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Walked twice, on base 4 times.
I would guess that Franklin is fine, just giving him a little bit of a break in an 8-1 ball game here in the 8th.
He started the day 8th in on-base percentage in the American League. 3-2 to Lugo. Back Wilson, 1 down. Doug Fister shaky in his first start in Oakland. Since then, he has found it. And a scoreless streak carried over 2 games, the 14 2/3 scoreless. And a no-no through 6. No-hitter through 6, broken up by Markakis. Fly ball left field for Bradley. 2 outs. With League starting to find his zone, his little rhythm going as well. Looking for a way to save money going to and from the airport? Take Link Light Rail. For schedules, visit soundtransit.org. 2 outs in the 8th. Top of the order, Adam Jones. Jones 0 for 3. Round out the 2nd, 3rd, and pop out to Kochman. Over from Toronto in the Brandon Morrow deal. Morrow a winner tonight, 8-1. He had a no-hitter into the 6th. That was broken up by his former teammate, Unieski Betancourt. Lopez looking good. 1-2-3 inning. Brandon Lee. Nothing at Crouch. It'll be Wilson, Ichiro, and Figgins coming up.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
8-1 ball game, bottom of the 8th here. First of 3 with Baltimore, and don't miss out on the new FSN fan alerts. Just text FSN to 95323 to get updates on when you can watch your favorite teams. Stay informed on the biggest events in Northwest sports and receive exclusive offers and giveaways. Text FSN to 95323 and sign up today. Good evening here for Jack Wilson. Couple of doubles. He hustled into 2nd, a wide throw saved him back in the 3rd inning, and then he got one down the right field line in the 6th. Oh, Jack's on fire tonight. 3-hit night. I'm going to go out Dr. Lim say that's his first 3-hit night as a Mariner. He's hit the ball hard 3 times. Good for him.
I think he'll be safe on that limb. Ichiro with a couple of hits tonight. Has his average up to 327 now.
That's where we quite familiar with seeing it. Early part of the season, the numbers can really go up and down. If you go back to Friday, he started the day at 244. He went 2 for 5. He's gone 3 for 3. He's gone 1 for 3 and 2 hits tonight. 8 runs on 12 hits for the Mariners. Sean Kelly come on and throw the 9th inning. Ichiro to center field. Backing up is Adam Jones. He's on it. Step on the warning track. 1 out. Take a look at our Suzuki Kizashi game recap of Mike Casey. Kochman has been blistering.
He has been. Hits a home run early in the game. Hit a home run in yesterday's game. Looked almost identical. And then he hits a double for his 3rd RBI in the game. Puts another line drive down into the corner. But yes, he has been swinging well. Leads the club with what, 12 RBIs now, Dave?
3 tonight, 12. Yes,
yeah.
Indeed. Figgins has been effective. Picked up his 11th walk in the 3rd inning. 0 for 3. Runs scored. Looking for a hit. Figgy and Rob Johnson, the only 2 men in the lineup for the Mariners without a hit. Figgy trying to break an 0 for 10. Back Kochman, 1-2 for 4. 7 for 17 his last few games. 3-1 to Figgins. Pitch. There for strike. Mariners 4-2 in this homestand. 3 outs away from 5-2. Figgins fouls it off. And tonight will get him to 500 again. Eric Burns on deck. Up left field. Antunez is there. 2 outs. Eric Burns will swing a bat. Came on last inning. That replacement for Gutierrez, whose tonight has been super productive. 2 for 2. Ribby and 2 runs scored. To Burns. Benzel Day, right? Crashing Brandon Toft. It's like he switched. If that is Brandon, he switched allegiances because he was a big Adrian Beltre fan. He was in Colorado last year when the Mariners played in interleague action against the Rockies. Burns 2-2.
Where do you think he goes? Gutierrez, maybe? See, the big sign. Remember the big Beltray face that he had, the big sign?
That and the bobblehead.
Yeah, the bobblehead.
Life-size bobblehead. Right, make a catch.
It'll be Rick Riz.
Let's see. Gutierrez scoring on the Kotzman double. Boy, he had geared down, and then he grimaces right there. Something might have pulled. 2-2. Eric Burns, a bundle of energy. Bounced into the wall yesterday, crashed into the catcher, made a diving catch. Full tilt boogie. He's aboard. Hopefully, Franklin Gutierrez has not suffered any kind of big-time energy. That is definitely red. Former Beltray fan. Rick Kranitz, pitching coach for the Orioles. Some words for his right-hander, Cam Miccolio. Clay Meredith, who's been around, is with the Orioles now. Orioles come in at 2-11. Ended a 9-game losing streak yesterday at Oakland. 8-3. Mariners off a 4-2 loss to Detroit yesterday, but they won that series and the series right before it. Here's a look at tonight's box score. Johnson and Figgins, the only starters without hits. Here's a pop-up, playable. Shortstop is Torres is there. That'll do it for the Mariners in the 8th. Big lead. Great night for the Mariners. 8-1. Sean Kelly coming on for the final 3 outs. Home of the Mondo Burrito and Rippin' Taco. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, FSN crew. Great night for the Mariners. 8-1. Top of the 9th inning. And let's go to the Northwest Ford Sports Desk and Angie Menting. Sean Kelly, third pitcher tonight for the Mariners. Ty Wigginton leading it off. 2-3-4 here for Baltimore in the 9th inning. Wigginton drives one deep to left. Bradley going back. And it is gone. A home run on an 0-1 pitch. 5th home run for Wigginton. 11th RBI. 8-2 ball game.
So he gets a fastball inside. Wasn't sure if he had enough of it to hit it over the fence. Pulls his hands in. Just enough to hit it out into the bullpen.
Thirteenth home run hit by an Oriole here in 2010. Game number 14. Nick Markakis broke up the no-hit bid by Doug Fister. 2-1 pitch leading off the 7th. Now Kelly back 2-1. Kelly wins that battle on that pitch, 2-2. In and out of Johnson's glove tags up. Markakis 1 out, strikeout for Kelly. Owen Kelly, pride of Louisville, Kentucky. His 5th game. Good ERA.
Done a nice job. 5th strikeout.
Ball 1 to Nolan Reimel. Walk, ground out, hit into a double play. Mariners offense really put a pounding on Baltimore in the 3rd inning. 10 men to the plate, 7 runs on 5 hits. Sky left side, long run, Jack Wilson, and for Bradley. Bradley calls everybody off, makes the catch.
That is exactly what you want to do. It looked like Jack was going to be in position, but he had to run a long ways. Easier play for Milton. He calls him off. Take another look at it. He definitely would have been able to make the catch for Milton. You can see him calling it off. Exactly what you want him to do. Easy catch for Milton.
Good night at the plate. An RBI double in the 3rd, 1 for 4. So the Mariners 1 out away from putting this one in the books. Matt Wieters. Line drive, past Figgins, base hit. Wieters 2 hits in his last 2 times up, 2 for 4. Ichiro took a base hit away from him to end the 1st inning. Shoestring catch by Ichiro. 5th hit for Baltimore. 8 runs, 12 hits for the Mariners. No errors, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Orioles. Luke Scott. RBI double in the 7th on a 2-2 pitch. Ended Doug Fister's scoreless string at 14 2/3. Kelly trying to put a ribbon on this one. 1 strike away. Oh, 2, 2 outs. Pitch to Luke Scott. Hey, struck him out. Game over. And the Mariners win it 8-2 on a night where Doug Fister takes a no-hitter into the 7th inning. He runs his scoreless streak to 14 2/3. And the Mariner offense went crazy, led by Casey Kochman, Mike.
Yeah, they did. And you go look back, 3rd inning, 7 runs in the 3rd inning. An error certainly helped them, but the Mariners take advantage of that. A lot of guys with good nights. You mentioned Kochman. Ichiro had a nice night tonight.